everybody, NinjaX the Enlightened Gamer here. Welcome to my final Enlightened vlog ever, and also to my first official contribution to Zelda Month. As you may recall, the topic of the vlog finale is how unilateral mentality or single-mindedness is damaging the games that we love and the game industry that we adore. First, I talked about the series, the industry as a whole. Then I talked about Sonic the Hedgehog, and now we're going to end it with The Legend of Zelda. Specifically, the 3D Zeldas. A controversial topic that should never have been controversial. Because the original Zeldas are great. And so are the 3D ones. They're just different. They have a different purpose. The original Legend of Zelda was made with very limited information and very limited space. And so it had to water itself down to a single purpose. Make a world that is worth exploring. One where you can explore in many different ways, many different times, so that people forget how short of a story it really is. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, the first 3D Zelda, however, gave us something very different. A world that wasn't worth exploring. Between Navi interrupting you and directing you back to the story, and the sheer pointlessness of most items and upgrades in Ocarina, it is not a world worth exploring. But it is a world worth saving. The original Legend of Zelda gives you barely any story, and that's fine for the time. Oh, hey, there is a princess. A long time ago there were triangles. Go! It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Opposed to what you get from Ocarina, there's a monster traveling the lands, poisoning the guardians of life and water and fire, trying to destroy the world in his pursuit of power. Who let him get that power? You did. If you had just turned off the game and not been greedy for more of it, Ganon never would have reached his goal. It was your fault. And there are all these different people that you get to interact with. A Link to the Past kind of gives you some of that, but not really enough to make the world worth saving. Still just worth exploring. And every 3D Zelda beyond Ocarina expounded on this, where Ocarina of Time made a world worth saving because the world was magnificent and the people in it fascinating. Majora's Mask made a world worth saving because the people in it were alive. The Wind Waker made a world worth saving because the world was massive and you were small in it. Twilight Princess made two worlds worth saving. One attached to the other, both dependent on one another to survive. Then, Skyward Sword, the most overhated game possibly of all time, created a world worth saving and a hero worth saving it. At long last, But people in their unilateral mentality, their unilateral ignorance, shunned out even the faintest possibility of enjoying what they were doing. Instead of playing a game looking for something to love, looking for a world worth saving, they just looked for something to hate. And what is easier to hate than change? They changed the thingy and I hate it. That might seem like it's condescending, but I just pretty much said the entire history of the world's wars right there. They changed the thingy and I hate it. Things were perfect the way they were. Nobody's forcing you to experience new things. You can be a hermit. That doesn't mean that's the wise path. But you can be a hermit and experience nothing new ever. Or you can appreciate the old while continuing to enjoy the new. This is the path of omnilateral mentality, and the path to become a truly enlightened gamer. I guess that's it. Go to Peanut Butter Gamer's channel if you want to see some more videos on Zelda month. Until next time, in a different show, in a different way, stay enlightened.